Hi everyone, I hope you're all really well. Welcome, or indeed welcome back to the channel. If you are new, don't forget to hit subscribe, because today we have a little review video for you which I've been wanting to film for a little while and then I completely forgot, and then one of my subscribers, Mandy, hi Mandy, reminded me that I need to film this review because she has just bought one of these products. So what is it that I am talking about? I am talking about the Konjac sponge. So if you've never heard of a Konjac sponge, and to be completely honest, I hadn't until a few months ago when the brand was introduced to me from Latest in Beauty as part of their subscription box service. So I got one and it's been absolutely amazing. But before we get into any of my thoughts and all that kind of stuff, I just want to quickly show you the Konjac sponge website, just so that if you're not aware of what it is, we can learn a little bit more about it. And straight away you'll be able to see that there's actually lots and lots of different types of sponges that they do. You've got ones for dry and damaged skin, tired skin, irritated, oily and acne prone, combination, and then you've also got one for all skin types, which is the one that I have got. It's ideal for all the family and it's their best-selling sponge, which deeply cleanses, removes blackheads and gently exfoliates the skin. The unique net-like structure of the vegetable fibres help to stimulate blood flow and promote skin cell renewal. And if you want to know a little bit more about what Konjac is itself, it's 100% pure, biodegradable and free of chemicals, colouring, additives and irritants. It's a moisture-rich plant fibre and is lovingly hand-blended with natural volcanic water to create the ultimate skincare sponge. It's been used in Korea, Japan and China for over 1500 years as medicine, food, dieting aid and beauty products, and it's been highly prized for its health-giving properties. And in terms of how to use it, you just rinse and hydrate your sponge in warm water, squeeze out any excess and gently cleanse the skin. And then after use, always rinse it really well and allow it to dry in airy places between uses. And then when it's dried, it will shrink and harden, and that's perfectly natural. Simply allow it to absorb water and rehydrate again before use. Never use the sponge when it's dry. Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that because it is absolutely solid. So I have got this bowl of water here. I am totally asking for trouble doing it here and not in the bathroom, but live dangerously and all that. If you saw whichever unboxing it was that I got the Konjac sponge, it was absolutely solid. You could not squish it, it was solid. And I also showed using it in my nighttime skincare routine as well, because like I've said a few times, I feel like this has just slotted into my skincare routine so easily. And I just wanted to show you very quickly how it is that I use it and how it is that you could use it as well. I'm very intrigued to find out that they do a few different types of Konjac sponge, particularly for like oily and acne prone skin. So once this one has died on me in a few months' time, I will definitely be getting another one because I absolutely love this little sponge. Like they said on the website, it is actually quite a nice size in terms of it fitting into your hand, and you just moisten it down and it does get a little bit bigger. It's a little bit like a makeup sponge in that respect. You also get this little string so that you can actually hang it up to dry as well, because the better you look after this sponge, the longer it will last. And this has lasted me a little while. So at the moment, there's nothing on it at all. It's just literally the dampened sponge, and it's quite bouncy and it's completely white. Even though I use this to remove my makeup, it's not stained at all, so that's fantastic. I've got some swatches of foundation on my hand which you may or may not be able to see. I'm just going to show you how this can be used on its own with water to actually remove makeup. What I also like about this sponge as well, it's very gentle to use. It's going to really gently exfoliate your face as well. When I first got this and started using it, I definitely noticed that my skin felt smoother after using it, but not in the way that a very highly scrubby exfoliator is going to do it, or perhaps more of a chemical exfoliant would do it. It was just in a very nice gentle way that it felt like my skin had been exfoliated. So that was lovely. It's taken a little bit of effort to get that off. It was a very long wearing foundation that I had there, but you can see how it's on the sponge now. and my hand is completely clear. So you can definitely use it on its own to remove makeup. It's fantastic if you want a really very quick and easy over your face at the end of the day, just to get everything off if you're feeling particularly lazy, or perhaps you've come in from a night out a little bit late as well. I have actually gone out recently for the first time in ages. I do have a 3-year-old child, if you're wondering, and that does very much limit your evening kind of lifestyle. I forgot to leave one of my cleansers in the bathroom when I got home, and I thought, oh, how am I going to take all my makeup off? And then I remembered I had this, and it worked like a dream. Now I'm going to get slightly more adventurous. I'm going to take my glasses off, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways that I've used this to remove makeup if you do actually want to use a cleanser with it as well. Because one great thing about this, it will make your products work harder as well, so you need less, so they last longer. So it's just a win-win, really. The first method I'm going to show you is going to be using a cleansing oil. This is the one I've mentioned, I feel like, a few times. I think this is my 2nd bottle of it now, and this is Superfacialist by Brennan. I picked this up from Boots for around the £10 mark, I think it was. You get 200ml in here, and it does last a really long time. If you want something that will quickly obliterate your makeup, including waterproof mascara and stuff, then an oil is the way to go, because it does break down your makeup really quickly. I love ones like this when I'm running very short on time in the evening, and it smells really nice too. It's got quite a fresh citrusy scent to it. I just usually pop a couple of drops in my hand, and then I've got to try and remember I'm only going to do half of my face, which is going to be strange. I just really massage it into the skin, and sometimes what I do is I leave that to sit on the skin for a little while to further break it down if I'm wearing something seriously heavy duty, but otherwise I'll just go straight back in with my little sponge. It's all clean again now, and I'll just literally massage it around my face, and it feels very comfortable. It doesn't feel too scrubby at all. And there you go, you can already see how much makeup it's getting off. I find you can scrub with it really quite well to really clean out and get everything out of your pores, but it does feel very gentle as well. And also, which you may be able to tell, this is damp, but it's not wringing wet, and it's still getting lots of makeup off. But I'm not actually getting saturated in water, because, you know, sometimes when you're splashing your face or whatever, I just end up covered in water. This obviously doesn't do that. If you needed to redo your makeup for any reason, which I sometimes have to do, I do, as you probably know, do foundation test videos, and sometimes those foundations could not work out very well. It doesn't often happen. It's just much easier to grab this because it does hold just enough moisture to be able to clean your face. I stupidly didn't bring a mirror with me. I believe this side of my face is now clear, so I'm just going to go check in the mirror. I'd still actually had a little bit of mascara left, but what the great thing is you can really scrub pretty firmly back and forth to get mascara off, and you can see it's all on there, and I would say that that side of my face is now lovely and clean. So now we're on to the other side of my face, and for this one I'm going to use more of a traditional kind of soapy foamy cleanser, that kind of thing, and the one that I'm currently loving is this one from Veda, and it's their Daily Purifying Facial Wash. So I've done quite a small amount on here because it is just one side of my face that I'm doing, and this is one of these cleansers that it doesn't really foam up. If you're curious about what makeup it is that I'm removing right now, if you've seen my Tarte Shape Tape review, which, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, I don't love it. So if you want to find out why, watch that review. I'm still trying to experiment with that Shape Tape to try and get my money's worth somehow. So I tried mixing it with an illuminating moisturiser just to see if I could make it work. And that's why I decided to film this video right now, because guess what? It did not work and I just wanted to remove it. Oh, it's so much easier actually having a mirror with me now, so I can actually see how much makeup has come off. You can go really close to your eye with this as well, because it's so gentle, it's not scratchy at all. The only thing that does become a little bit of a pain is the string that you hang it from, because sometimes it does get in the way. So there we have it. That is my face lovely and clean now. This is just slotted in to my morning or evening skincare routine so easily. and I'm so excited to try some of the other sponges that they do once this one has actually dried. But it's going really well. It's lasted really well so far, so I'm really delighted with it. So Mandy, I'm not sure when this video is going to be going up, but let me know how you get on with your sponge. I'd be really interested for another opinion, because I think it's fabulous and it just makes removing your makeup particularly so easy. It does make your skin just feel really smooth and clean afterwards, but without being too harsh either. So from that point of view, I really, really love it. And then all you do, once you've finished with it and you've got all this lovely grotty makeup on there, you just give it a rinse and just hang it up to dry. It does take a little while to dry out in terms of going back to that really solid state again. I would say it would probably take a good couple of days, because normally when I go to use this in the morning it's still slightly damp from the day before. I think I'd probably like to get a second one anyway, just so that I'm allowing it to dry properly and not allowing it to be damp for too long. That sounds like a good enough reason to get another one, doesn't it? So that is it for today's video. It's very strange finishing a video with like no makeup on. That's not something I'm used to at all. I really hope that you found this video enjoyable, helpful, informative, all of those things. If you did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up down below, because it does really help support my channel. And if you are new here and would like to subscribe to see more content like this from me, I will pop a button just here so you can click it and get notified of new content as and when it gets uploaded. And if you've not seen my last video, I will also pop a link to that one just up here so you can click that and check that one out too. Anyway, I hope you're all doing really well, and I'm going to go put some makeup on now. Bye!